Graziano gets it down. An effective out. He's had a good day. Graziano has been an effective part for Mercer as we've made it to the third inning. Nope, wasn't sure what the left fielder was going to do. Anderson finally decided to play it on a hop. He was kind of had to make a decision to
pitch that you wanted to see at that particular moment. But I always felt that's well hit, but not well enough. I always felt that more than anything, I wanted the pitcher.
What do you make of that dip that Ryan White has kind of as a part of his motion?
It's something that's a little bit unusual. Help him hide the ball a little bit. Might help him center his balance. Yeah. Tried to go back to that changeup and really opened that front. Got to drive right down that line. Stay back and let it go out front. I think he's nervous. You see that glove? He's not nervous, but
it's just a
that was
interesting.
Unusual. Yeah.
Baseball is the relievers are a different breed. Did you find that?
Moralize about people.
Well, of course not.
Yeah. But the lefty, they can be a little different. So what you don't want at this point is a walk.
Right.
I mean, make him
9-hitter in the order at the dish. He's 0 for 3 today. The 3-2 from Ryan White lost him.
To a changeup. He must have a lot of confidence in that changeup to throw it 3
back out there.
And you face the same team.
The same team most of the time.
Graziano.
Great place, great place. Great weekend spot to come, no doubt about it.
Mercer looking to extend their stay here. They did it earlier with a 4-2 win in a elimination game. This one up the middle, but Gandy flags it down. Blashi, 6 1/3 innings, 1 run, 6 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Up the middle, the second baseman Ince unable to flag that down.
And Mercer 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up. Mercer with a 3-game series with VMI coming up this weekend, starting on Friday. Georgia Tech will head to Stanford. Coming up this weekend, they'll leave Thursday morning for that. Looking to win their 4th ACC series of the season. We mentioned Danny Hall. This will be his final season at Georgia Tech. Announced his retirement last week. Really enjoyed the conversation we had with him today. And I did ask him if there is a facilitating factor that encouraged him or at least confirmed his desire to leave. And he smooth, but, Devin, he did mention the 2 words that strike fear and keep coaches awake at night in every sport, and that is the transfer.
Coach in college baseball, and look, this is a completely new environment inside of college sport. With wholeheartedly is, you know, you got to get some kind of guidelines on this transfer rule, because we're almost creating an environment where if the kid's not happy because he's not playing, or if the kid's not happy because someone made him mad, you can just up and leave, and I think that we're not teaching our young men, you know, a great message, you know, through what we're doing here in this transfer portal. So I understand the lack of care for the transfer portal. The truth of the matter, though, is this is how teams are reloading every year, and if you're unwilling to reload in that transfer portal, then you're going to fall behind. So Danny Hall, I don't blame you one bit. I guess I would say I wouldn't want to have to make those decisions that you make, but man, pretty tough.
I've been coaching for nearly 40 years. If
this year they went out and got transfer guys that's velocity's a bit higher as a staff, 2 miles per hour higher on average this year. So he's just done a great job, second in the conference in ERA.
Swigert trying to make the play, not in time. We'll see how they score that one as it went off of his glove, trying to make that play.
Georgia Tech has been very kind to Mercer with transfers over the last several years.
That ball ripped out into left. Graziano's got himself a one-out hit.
Two states really represented here today.
3-2-15, a sophomore from Naples, Florida. One ball, no strikes. Graziano last, before coming to Mercer, he played at Georgia Tech. Overhand breaking ball just missed from Michaels. Ball 3 from Michaels. Pitching coach Pat. (3-0) called strike. 3-1. So if Graziano gets on, the tying run for Mercer comes to the plate at the top of the order. 3-1, 3-2. Michaels has one picked off man in this game earlier in this inning. 3-2 pitch, jammed him on the hands and he fouls it away. In opposite directions, Wofford trying to change that tonight. Mercer's won 5 straight, 8 of 9. Wofford has lost 4 straight. The 3-2. Inside and tight for ball 4. Graziano for Stevens as the DH at the 9th spot in the 6th inning, and when he did that, he walked. Up for the 2nd time of the game. 1-0 off the end of the bat, and it bloops in for a base hit. Rounding third, holding up there is Kamaka. Tying runs are on. Ball 1 outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Graziano hitting 167 for the year. 1 homer, 5 RBIs for the season. He hits one that high and deep to left center field. Back goes Bach, the center fielder, and it's off the top of the wall. Rounding first, heading on to second is Graziano. A 2-out stand-up double. Strike 1 to Michael Graziano. He served as a pinch hitter in game 1 of the series Friday. He went 1 for 1. He also walked. He started yesterday's game as the DH. He went 1 for 4 with a double. A run scored. He struck out twice. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2. Graziano, big guy, 6'3", 215, a sophomore from... The 1-2. Just off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Single. Decent lead at first base. Eggers 2-2. Low, ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Good cut by Graziano. He fouled. Rips one left, but foul. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. just off the plate for ball 4. So Kamaka trots down to second. Graziano draws a walk. For Drew Johnson back in the 6th inning. He walked and scored in that frame. Here's the pitch, and that's a base hit to left. Three balls and no strikes. Walked him on 4 straight. Fry stays at third.
That one that you need to kind of put you at the top of the leaderboard all by yourself.
How many home runs did you hit back in the day, Wells?
It's been too long. None here as a pitcher.
Here.
No,
well, you're a pitcher.
No opportunity to swing on I ever had a chance to be a part of, and fun while it lasted.
Now, were you a two-way guy in high school?
I was.
Okay.
Yeah, played some first base and otherwise pitched until I came to Blacksburg.
Because there's some crazy situations out there where guys don't even really pitch in high school. They can throw the ball pretty hard and turn into pitchers. So
You're exactly right. It's an interesting scenario, but two-way guys that come in, and you would think you'd find them playing center field, second base, whatever it might be. But to your point, got some guys that come in playing two ways and then end up being prime.
no doubt about it. Griffin Stig was one of those guys for Tech. Came in as a hitter, turned into a pitcher. The 2-1, called a strike. 2-2, inner half. Brett Renfro was like that. Came in as a hitter, turned into a pitcher. Pretty late in the process, too.
Yeah, now they're Friday night guy.
Yeah, yeah, unbelievable. 2-2. Taken outside and counts full 3-2. Marciano on the throw, Crowell, Lejeune, and Manning. 4 arms for the Hokies in a 2-0 win. Payoff pitch. Taking ball 4 outside, and it's the first base runner for either team early on this afternoon.
Yeah, first base runner, and Graziano doing a good job to break up the clean inning. But yet another runner in scoring position for Mercer here with 2 outs in the 4th.
There's Michael Graziano, first offering. Taken in the turf, 1-0. Graziano, he walked his first time. Left 2 in scoring position already today, trailing just 1-0. (2-0). It feels like, though, this weekend in particular, just the style of games that have ending 2-3 in scoring position is the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. This is very important scenarios here in this game for Mercer, trying to find a way to even up. If you're Virginia Tech, have been here once before already early in this ball game, and hitting with runners in scoring position, look out at the end of the day, play a big part in the outcome.
2-1 runs high. The Bears yesterday, Andrew, 0 for 12 with runners on yesterday. You just, when you lose 2-0, have to kick yourself. And the count's full. So how do you kind of combat that coming guys in?
That's right. Hats off to the Hokie pitching staff, right? 0 for 12, runners on. You got to give them credit for sure. But if you're Mercer, you just got to do a better job, as Graziano does there, to earn the walk and take the free pass. Put 2 aboard now with 2 outs. And find a way to keep putting them on and see who can come through with the big downward movement. Daly from the left side, now Graziano in the righty-righty matchup.
2-2. Dribbler to the right side. Oh, and it's off the backhand of Anderson French. He recollects, but a run comes into
a little bit more pop last year. 7 homers, 24 RBIs. But hitting better than 90 points better as he slices that into left field. That's going to bounce off the monster. This is what the Citadel needs. Nobody's at second, and Hausner able to cruise into second with a double. High drama here in just the bottom of the 8th inning. As that's lined into left. Daniels is aboard. He's hustling. He's checking where the ball is. He's going to be into second base, a leadoff double, and the potential tying run and scoring.
Right, if you had a freshman out there, you're probably not doing that, but he's got some experience. You know, he's, as he said, strong, sturdy kid. He can handle the workload.
That one's right at Michael Graziano for the first out of the inning. Batters, but didn't throw that many pitches.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He looks strong out there. Actually, I think his tempo's a little bit better this inning.
Out to left for Graziano.
You know, that's what he had, an incident like this that was almost a 45-minute with 3 or 4 players ejected.
Well, it's always fun to have it during a game with 3 or 4 days, 3 or 4 games in a day. That's a fair ball. It's off the wall. But the runner at second, Ince, thought it was a home run, and he stopped, and now he's a dead duck at home plate.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
But I think the left-hander's got good stuff, and to your point, we'll see if Mercer's able to extend here.
Runner goes, throw down, and it's out of the mitt of Clay Grady. Well, it looked like it was going to be bang bang, and then just kind of lost it.
Okay, Blatch is really, really impressive. Just as watch his demeanor, he's really under control.
Runner goes, and the ball gets away from Strand.
Looks like he's totally